for the future.
Omer Asik, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Here's Graham after the made shot from Mo Williams. Hayden, and the layup is good. Hayden's got his third basket of the night right there.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Now here's Williams. He has 5. And it's Cole missing. Here's Graham. Asik defending. They set the pick. Graham kicks to Gordon. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Williams. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. The wing jumper off target.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
The feed to Graham. There's the 3. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Here's Cole. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Cole's got 7.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Graham, the pass to Hazanya. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 10 points for him.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Asik with a screen on Payton. It's Williams with the drive. Pulls up. The offensive rebound. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Asik.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Here's Hazanya. That 3 off the mark. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Here's Holiday. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. And it's Asik in at the 5. Anderson's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Orlando?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something else you like to see is how well they've shot their free throws tonight.
Now here's Gordon. Pass to Holiday. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Graham dishes to Oladipo. Pass to Graham. Harris outside. Here's Graham, guarded by Holiday. 5 on the clock. From downtown. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Kicks to Asik. Outside Gordon. Evans outside. From the stripe. Off the left rim and out.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
To the middle, stolen by Anderson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak.
Check out the game for Evans. He has 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans. Here's Graham. To the middle. It's tipped. Anderson kicks to Gordon. And the wide open shot from Evans. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Graham with the ball. Here's Wilkes. And he gets that one to go off the front ice. And the Magic lead by 7.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Holiday against Vucevic. Holiday, the pass to Ajinça. And the foul called on Freak. Harris against Anderson. Inside. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Ajinça.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Evans. Following the miss by Freak. Here's Gordon. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Graham, guarded by Holiday. Here's Vucevic, banked in off the glass.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Gordon. Pocket 6. Graham with the rebound. Graham's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The rebound by Anderson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Evans dishes to Gordon. And Holiday kicks to Anderson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Outside Holiday. From deep three-point range. Gordon inside. Guarded by Oladipo. Kept alive. Ajinça. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Graham, the pass to Oladipo. Dishes it to Graham. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Gordon, following the basket by Freak. Gordon kicks to Ajinça. Baseline jumper, and it's good off the back rim and in. Ajinça's got 9 points here in the second half. Magic leading by 5. And here is Graham. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of UNLV.
Goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
Orlando's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And Oladipo kicks to Graham. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Pelicans trail by 6. Evans outside. Rebound by the Magic. Wilkes has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Now here's Gordon. After the miss from Vucevic, Holiday attacking. That's good. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
.139 left in the fourth. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Now just a 2-point Magic lead. The Magic have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Holiday. To tie it up. And it's Evans laying it in. Evans has got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them the lead.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
They set the pick. Here's Graham, guarded by Holiday. Graham dishes to Harris. It falls!
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Evans outside. Here's Hushit. Up top, Oladipo. Covered by Evans.
And now the crowd really getting into it.
Listen to that.
What is the decibel count in this building?
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Nice open look, but it's no good. And it's Orlando's ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Graham, the pass to Oladipo. Releases. Money!
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
We got time. Don't rush up. Get the best look.
11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's Omer Ashed with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves.
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
Well, just look at his assists. I mean,
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Season's greetings. Happy holidays. Welcome, thank you for joining us. It's a very special Christmas edition. Ernie Johnson of 2K Sports here with the always jolly Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith,
Merry
who's
Christmas
also
to you, man.
relatively jolly. Yeah, and
Do you have my gift?
Maybe I do have. Did I get the gift that you sent me, or do I have a gift for you?
Either or.
No, neither.
Well, I'll get you 2 of those.
We have a song for you, Ernie.
What's that?
Hit the beat, Kenny. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh.
And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. So glad you could join us here in Brooklyn, the home of the Nets. And of course, Rasul Butler. Even without him over the short term, they've really come together and are playing some pretty good basketball.
You know, what the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their younger players are ready to spread their wings and take on a little more responsibility. They're going to get more minutes for those guys and allow them to see a little more playing time.
Clearly a forward-thinking deal, you know, and even if his aren't the biggest shoes to fill, it still puts a lot of pressure on your young guys. And let's see if they're ready to fill that void.
A look at the Magic starting group. Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle. Oladipo is out there with Fresh. Well, everyone knows that Freak is a product of New York, and whenever he is here playing, his family always makes the effort, Clark, to come out and see him play.
Yep, you can always find his mom and dad, Kevin, somewhere in the stands when he plays in New York, and that's understandable. They've supported his journey from where it started to where he is now, and continue to help him along the way.
On defense, Brooklyn. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
I think everyone who saw that game would just have to agree was about what they could do defensively in terms of winning.
And I thought the activity was tremendous, all over the court defensively, and that kind of hustle is going to pay off for you, and it also is going to keep your coach happy.
Jack's shot is good.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning, that's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Graham with the ball, defended by Jack. He came off the screen and finished with authority.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
And it's Orlando with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here is Jack. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Lopez against Vucevic. Lopez passes to Fournier. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by Harris. Magic leading by 6. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Wilkes has got 10.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game. And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Skiles was going over with his team. Fresh was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and Coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And he dumps it down.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And Brooklyn has possession, following the bucket by Orlando. That is good. And that's now 6 points now for Jack.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Graham missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Fournier kicks to Jack. Young, right side, takes a three. And again, it's Jarrett Jack with the triple. Jack's got 9.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Inside, Willis, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Uncovered. That's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Johnson. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Here is Bayless. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. And Bayless kicks to Robinson. Shot from 12. The shot no good. And Orlando the other way now. Harris, right side, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And Bayless kicks to Fournier. Vucevic with the block. Orlando leading by 13. There's 1:47 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Graham. Cans it from downtown. Graham's got 5 now. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Magic.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Gordon's checked in for Orlando. Aaron Gordon comes in for Harris. .130 left in the first quarter. Bargnani dishes to Bayless. Back to Bargnani. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here, and it's blocked. 3-on-3. Here's Graham. Bayless grabs the board.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Magic leading by 19. Shoots the 3. No good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Shot's good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Graham's gone 2 for 7 from the field. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
And it's blocked.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets. Ladies and gentlemen, your...
Welcome back, folks. We'll see you. Brooklyn, Samuel Dalembert, who's checked in for Lopez. Robinson is subbed in for Johnson. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Harris comes in for Gordon. Hezonja, he's checked in for Oladipo. And Fresh subbed in for Payton. So on the floor for Orlando, Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle. Fresh is out there with Hezonja. Graham with the bucket.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Made that one on the move. Tough shot. And that's 13 points for Jarrett Jack.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
And a look here at the most accurate shooting guards in the NBA this season. Now you look at Oladipo, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Mario Hezonja.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a two-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans looked really strong. He had 18 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. This was the latest chapter in what has been a stretch of very good outings for him. Will we see another one tonight, Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Graham with the ball. Dalembert covering from deep. Graham with the ball. He picked up 18 points in their last win against New Orleans.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Time now for an injury report. Now for an update on Bargnani from Doris Burke.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Nets was able to update me on the situation. At this point, he's saying that it looks like a level 1 twisted ankle. If he were to miss significant time, it would really hurt this team that depends on him for so many things. Guys, time will tell.
Okay, Doris, sounds like he won't be out for too long.
Well, hopefully that's the case, Kevin, and he'll be back before long.
And Orlando making a change here. Fry's checked in. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And scoring at will, starting to pull away here.
Certainly this one's threatening to get out of hand, and soon, partner.
And stolen by Graham. All alone. Look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Jack with the defensive effort. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Hollis Jefferson looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks it to Fournier. Shot clock at 5. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
19 seconds left now here in the second. Now here is Jack. Defense is right there. Pass to Fournier. Back to Jack. The three. But they'll get another chance. 1 second left. And so a pretty lopsided.
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Jack in at the 1 spot. 5 on the clock. Oladipo goes in. Rebound, Brooklyn. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Yeah, no splits here, partner. One team will have bragging rights, and a win tonight is the first step.
Fournier passes to Jack. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shoots from the elbow. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Young. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Brooklyn, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
Both good from the line that time. And a minute played as the second half gets going.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Lopez with the steal. Here's Jack, and it's blocked. They get it back.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Here's Wilkes. And again, it's Orlando converting. So it's Brooklyn now. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And Jack, here we go. Johnson in the corner. Good, and Jack gets the assist. 10 points for Joe Johnson.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
To the middle, here's Wilkes. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
And Jack kicks to Young, doubled by Graham. Lopez against Vucevic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Vucevic. The Nets have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well. Just about 75% from the line.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Jared Bayless has checked in for Jarrett Jack. The Magic also changing it up. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic, and Gordon subbed in for Harris. Here's Graham. 18 points for him. Pass to Dedmon. And here is Graham. 6 to shoot. Releases. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Graham's got 20 points.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Bayless's shot is off.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Oladipo, good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
floats one, and it's blocked. That drops. 8 points for Brook Lopez. Orlando's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. To the wing right side. To the inside, Graham. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And Orlando making a change here. Payton's checked in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. To the inside, got a piece of it, and stolen by Gordon. Payton dishes to Graham. Gordon kicks to Payton. Shot is no good, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Passes it to Bayless. Picked off in midair. Johnson over to help. Gordon kicks to Graham. From the baseline, the Magic again can't hit. And for the Nets, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Fournier's shot is off. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Robinson's checked in for Young. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Fournier. And a change for the Magic. Hezonja's checked in. Payton outside. Gordon with a screen on Johnson. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And it's Graham missing.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Well, Orlando shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. The dish to Gordon. Soft touch off the glass.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 12. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. A rebound by Hezonja.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot. Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
It's the Nets now. Following the three-pointer by Freak, they set the pick. Robinson against Gordon. Robinson passes to Bayless. It's taken away by Payton. Now Graham. 26 points for him. Shot's good. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Orlando.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Was there any doubt what he was going to do with that putback? Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
And that's the kind of energy you have to display when you want to attack that offensive glass.
Now Johnson. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. Johnson dishes to Bayless. Lopez a screen. And Bayless kicks to Lopez. Fires at the elbow. Rebound by the Magic. Graham's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's a screen. To the paint. Here's Payton. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. He's also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Dallin.